Hello there and welcome to this major event here in Society Mode. My name's John. Par 4 is on the slate for this first hole today. Let us grip and rip our first drive down the middle and we'll take it from there. Okay, hopefully you do well out there. First tee shot is away. Let's have a good one. Okay, this one's about 140 yards out. Good work there. Great shot on the approach. Okay, could be a birdie on the scorecard if you drop this. Oh my goodness. There's almost nothing left of this one. And you're at even par. Second hole, par 5. Let's light this up. Whoop, that was unlucky. Oh, out of bounds. And look at this. You got all of that one. I'm sure of it. This approach is into an elevated green. I think you might be short here from the sand. All right, hitting into an elevated green. And the green kind of slopes up around the pin. We don't want to leave this short. Got to make sure we get it there. Okay, we're on the green. Now this from 16 feet. It was going pretty hard to the left. Well, glad you sank that. That's a bogey. And just one stroke over par at the moment. Teeing up on hole number 3. Might be going a bit long here. And from the green side rough. If you drop this, it could save par. Oh, brutal. And as that putt drops, that's a second bogey in a row. Let's turn things around. And you are currently 2 over. And here we go. We got a par 4 on this 4th hole. Oh, wonderfully struck. And this shot's about 120 yards away from the pin. That was well played. Looking at a 10-foot putt here. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. And ripping out a birdie after bogeying the last. That's what I like to see. And you're sitting at 1 over for the round. All right, we got a par 5 ahead of us here on the 5th. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. We've got about 235 from here. And you're 2 strokes off the lead. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed. Here is your putt for eagle. Oh, look at this thing. Ooh, still looking good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Okay, let's take another look at that. You brought your score down to 1 under after that one. We got a nice tailwind on this hole. See what you can do with that. Oh, crud. This one's about 120 yards out. Good job. We're on the green. 14 feet to the cup from here. Okay, you got this one out to the left. All right, this one's for bogey. Okay, next hole coming up. Okay, after that hole, your score goes up to even par. And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. This approach is leaning a bit to the right. Oh, that was a nice little shot there, clearing the bunker and sticking the green. Good stuff. And here you go, birdie putt coming up here. And this one's starting out way left. Oh, man. All righty, give a tap and we'll head on to the next hole. And you're at even par currently. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Oh, dear gracious. You just tattooed that one. Well, grab a new ball and take it from there. Ooh, yeah, right off of that. Well, what can you do about it? Nothing. And setting up now for your 5th shot. Great swing. Okay, about 175 yards to go here. A little too much to the right. Oh, I see you're using the downslope to your advantage here. Nicely done. Safely on the green. And from here, 20 feet to the cup. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving right to left. From there, fine effort. This one is for quad. And you are sitting at 4 over on the round. And now the par 4 9th. Ooh, look at this, catching the downslope. This could run out. Yeah, that'll play. This one's about 175 to the pin. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. About 17 feet to the cup. And the putt drops in for birdie. And you're 3 over at the moment. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Safe approach. Nice. 24 feet from the cup. This one's going pretty hard left to right. Yikes, that went right by. And this is your look at par. All right, nicely hold. Let's move to the next. And that'll leave you at 3 over for the day. The 11th presents us with a par 5. Oh, man. Holy spicoli, that was smashed. Careful of this one, fairway bunker. Not sure what's going to happen here. I like what you did there. Back in the fairway, this is good. Oh, so close. About 9 feet to the hole from here. This one's going to the left. That's gonna work. Sitting at 5 over par for your round. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. This one's looking like a fairway finder. This is setting up to be around 150 yards to the pin. Oh my goodness, that almost went down. All right, here's a 7-foot putt. Oh, man. And this one for the par. And you're currently 5 over for the day. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. This putt's around 18 feet away. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. This one's looking decent. Still on line. Oh, and the putt won't go. Okay, moving on. Let's see how we stack up on the leaderboard. And the par 4, 14th hole is next. Setting up here 145 yards away. Don't want to go too far on this one. The green slopes away from us around that pin. This one's heading a little bit to the left. This would be nice. It could take you down to 4 over. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. So far, so good. It's still on the line. Oh, and it doesn't go down. And this next putt for par. And the putt goes down. 5 over par currently. And here comes the 15th hole. This one's a par 5. Looking pretty good off the tee. Okay, you've got about 220 yards to go. And 1 stroke off the leader. Okay, you have a extremely long putt. I'll put it that way. Let's see what you do. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh, 4 feet left. 4 over par for the day. And this is a short par 4 we're taking a hack out of right now. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. And we will be putting now. Let's forget about that bunker and move on. Nice putt. That's your 4th birdie of the day. Currently 3 over par for the day. Okay, par 3, 17th hole. Let's see what you do. Yep, that's going to do just nicely. All right, this one's around 15 feet. Just missing the birdie. All right, with the tap in. Okay, 3 over par for you. We got a big par 5 ahead of us here. So far, so good for this one. Time for our second shot here on number 18. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. And blunk. Okay, we may need a little more club than normal here. That green is elevated. Yeah, this might be in the rough. Way to chip that one close. Well done. And with that, you will seal your round with a bogey putt. And as this round comes to an end, that'll be 4 over par for you. And that'll be it for me here today. Thanks for taking me around the course with you. I had a great time out there. Hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to see what goes down out there today. We start out today with a par 4 in front of us. Now let's smash this ball into that fairway and get things on the go. And second shot here on the first. Setting up here with a very long putt. Okay, you're swinging this way out to the left. Let's see it turn. Oh. All right, drop this par putt. Let's do it. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. All right, second hole. We're in front of a par 5. Let's smoke this up the middle. Let's get up and out of here. And looking short from the sand on this one. Setting up here now for our third shot. I'm okay with that. This one's 25 feet away. Here's an uphill putt moving to the left. Ouch, right by the hole. And for the par. And right now you sit at 4 over par. And it's windy out here on this one. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. Starting this way outside to the right. Okay, this one's a 3-footer. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par. And let's see how things go here on the 4th. Oh no, water. Ouch, into the water. That ball was bad for you anyway. That was a bad ball. And this shot's around 145 yards from the pin. And just 3 strokes off the lead. 7-foot putt here. Oh, that was almost in. Yeah, never fun to have one of these holes where you just can't seem to get it to drop. Hopefully this one goes. And currently sitting at 10 over par. All right, let's see you do your thing here. Standing on this tee, par 5, 5th hole, let's go. All right, this is about 240 from the pin. Nicely done on the green and on an under regulation, mind you. All right, you're starting this way out to the left. All right, good effort from there. This next putt is for your birdie. And you're currently sitting at 5 over. And we are on the 6th hole now. Yes, that's a good swing. Okay, setting up in the bunker here. Ouch, swallowed up into the abyss. Oh man, that's wet. That should do nicely. This one's 19 feet out. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Oh, this has my attention. Oh no, it's right by the hole. All right, let's drop this bad boy in for the quad. Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. And next is the par 3, 7th hole. Nice shot. That'll do. Okay, best of luck with this one. 16-footer. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, here we go. This one for the par. And that putt will go. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. That'll play. Second shot here on hole number 8. We're on the green with that one. Well done. Okay, this one's 19 feet. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Oh, what do we have here? There you go. Nothing wrong with that putt. And for the par. And the putt drops and we're moving on. And we can cap off the front 9 with a par 4. The pin's about 145 yards away. And there we go. Nice little approach shot. Setting up a 12-foot putt here. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh man, just missing on the birdie putt. And just a little tap here needed. And currently sitting at 9 over. Okay, starting off the back 9 with a par 3. Bounce right, come on. You'll be all right there. Okay, 13 feet to the hole. This one's breaking left to right. No, not enough muscle into that one. Okay, let's tap this one on in and move on our way. Hole number 11 coming up. Whoops. Well, that one's going down into the water. All right, setting up here deep in the spinach. And dunked. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Oh, into the water. Nice shot. All right, we've got an elevated green. Might need some more club. Well, that's too bad. You reached our shot limit on that hole. Gonna move on here. All right, 12th hole, par 4. Let's have a good drive. Ooh, there's a spicy little biscuit. And this is about 170 yards to the pin. This putt is 29 feet out. Oh yeah, starting this one way out to the right. I believe this is for your par. We've got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. Really well judged approach there. This one's a 10-foot putt. Oh, you like that one, don't you? And here we go with the par 4 14th hole. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. This shot is clocking in at 195 yards away. Ooh, into the drink. Setting up here for your fourth shot. And the green tends to slope away from us where we want to land it, so be careful of the approach. Oh my, splash. We are about 195 yards out from here. Well, that'll do for now. All right, 19 feet to the cup. Starting this one out pretty good. Oh, come on. Come on, ball. Okay, moving on to the next. Here comes hole number 15. I'm having that. Here we go, 225 yards or so away. There's a green and under regulation for you. Pat yourself on the back. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. Swinging this one way out to the right. And this putt from 4 feet. And on to number 16. We have a par 4 on this one. Huh. All right, sink this, and that'll be for birdie. It could be a good one. That was nice. Back-to-back birdies. Okay, the hole is 17. The par is 3. Let's have a good tee shot. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just fine. Great work. Oh, it was a good stroke. Almost had the birdie. All right, now let's set our sights to the next. And let's start to wind things down here as we tee this up on the 18th. Just a pure swing. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. Ooh, look at you. Putting for eagle here. Here's an 18-footer. This putt's good so far. And that was fancy. Very fancy indeed. Ending this round with an eagle. Okay, that will do it for me. Thank you so much for playing, and we will see you soon. Hello there, and welcome to this event. This is no ordinary event, this is a major. Today we're starting around on a par 4. Now let's crush this drive, middle of the fairway, and stroll on our way from there. Nicely played. Okay, second shot here on the first. Come on, bounce to the right for us. This could be a birdie if you want to drop this in the hole. All right, starting this one way outside the left of the hole. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. Starting today off at even par after that first hole. Good to see. All right, I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. We got par 5, second hole. Well, let's go. Okay, about 235 yards left to go. Ooh, that one's out of bounds. Okay, let's check our distance twice. This might be heading to a not great place. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach. Setting up in the green side rough, just about putting. And here's an 8-footer for us. Just one over at the moment. We got a left to right breeze on this hole. A little too far to the right on the approach, I think. Just in the green side rough here. Nice chip. Okay, come on now. Let's coax this one into the hole. Save our par and be happy with ourselves. Let's go. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. And teeing off now in a long par 4. That drive was fierce. Okay, second shot here on the 4th. This one's a little to the right on approach. Good job with that chip shot. And you're 1 over par currently. All right, 5th hole, par 5. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, just smashed that drive. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. Here we go. This for your eagle. Starting this out to the right, should come back. This one's a 3-foot putt. And with that, we will move on to the next. All right, nice clean swing here on the 6th hole. We got a par 4 ahead of us. Well, that's too bad. Okay, that's wonderful. Back in the fairway. And this one's around 175 yards out. Hopefully we can settle things here with a bogey. And you're one over at the moment. Wind's picking up out there. We got a headwind on this hole. This approach is heading right at the pin. Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole. Oh, chip was close. That chip was pretty close. All right, this one's about 9 feet from the cup. Oh, missed the par. That one goes down, and that's for a bogey. And that's back-to-back bogeys. Okay, here we go. 8th hole is a par 4. This one's about 195 out. All right, here we go for the birdie. We got an uphill putt here, moving to the right. Oh my, that's too bad. 3 feet left. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. That'll do nicely. And this one's about 190 or so to the pin. And this is your 3rd shot. Okay, for the save. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. Well, see if you can use the tailwind on this hole. All right, you've ended up in the deep stuff. And 2nd shot on the 10th coming up. Ooh, nice little chip on that one. All you got to do is put that in the hole for par. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. And the 11th hole is a par 5. Ooh, screaming off the club face. Oops, that one went bye-bye. And safely in the fairway, good stuff. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. And now this putt from 6 feet. Oh! And if this goes, that's for triple bogey. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. Oop, into the tree. And that's a plunker. Okay, setting up about 180 yards out. Let's see how you do here. We have a very long putt ahead of us. This putt's moving uphill and to the right. Oh! This one's just a 3-foot putt. And you're currently sitting at 7 over. And we got a par 3 here on the 13th. And this is your look at birdie. And not a bad effort from where you were. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. And that's 7 over par currently. Okay, let's do this. Hole number 14 ready to go. Oh, that one, yeah, that one took a dive. Swinging like silk. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. A little bit off here. It's going to the rough. Okay, setting up here on the green side rough. Oh, man. Would have loved to see that chip go down. And you're currently sitting at 9 over par. And you might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole. Nice swing on that. Second shot here on the 15th. And that's going to get wet. That'll do for the approach. This putt's about 14 feet out. Ooh. Setting up here for the bogey. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. Okay, on to 16. This one's a par 4. Well, see you later to that ball. Setting up for our third shot. Well, grab a new ball and take it from there. I approve. And for the double, little wee break to the right in this one. And there we go. That's going to work. Well done. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. Come on, bounce to the right. Nice stroke, we're on the green. All right, we're lining this one up 19 feet away. Looking good so far? And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And now I bring you to the 18th tee. This is a par 5. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. Setting up about 220 yards away. Ooh, that was close. All right, good luck with this 15-footer. This one's starting way out to the right side. And with that, your round is over. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this going. Deep breaths on the first tee as you begin the final round of this event. I'm looking forward to it. Second shot here on the first. Solid approach there, pin high. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. Oh, just missed that birdie. And starting things off at even par, nothing wrong with that. Hopefully we got a few birdies in our future. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. Okay, second shot here on the second. Okay, there you go. And this one is for the birdie with big wings. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oh, I feel for you. That eagle would have been sensational. Okay, I've got a good feeling about this. Par 3, third hole. Let's go. Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that. All right, let's go. This to save par. Oh, this one's just 3 feet. All right, let's see how this next hole is playing. All right, here we go with the par 4, fourth hole. Oh, you hit that one well. Okay, this is about 160 or so to the pin. Yeah, nice work. That's a good little approach shot. Sink this and you'll pull down a birdie. Right by. All right, ready to go here on the fifth hole. And that was a tee shot. Good stuff. This putt's about 4 feet. Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. In there with an eagle. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. This one looks like it'll play. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you. Yikes. Ah, into the water. And this one's your 4th. Well, what can you do about it? Nothing. Okay, about 225 to the pin from here. Oh, into the water. I like that. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, par 3, 7th hole. Have a good tee shot. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Oh, how are you? All right, here is a look at our par putt. Ooh, just missed. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. And the par 4, 8th hole is next. Looks like this one's pretty safe. All right, this one's about 175 from the pin. And just put this one in its home. It's a long way from home, but I have faith. This one's starting out to the right. Let's see if it'll turn. Okay, this putt's for your par. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. And teeing this one up on hole number 9. Beautiful swing. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. And please, sir, may have a bounce to the right. Decent approach there. This putt is from around 20 feet. Looks like this putt goes downhill to the right. Oh, come on. And here we go. Par putt coming up. And right now, you sit at 4 over par. And the headwind is definitely a thing on this hole. All right, second shot on the 10th. This one's from around 9 feet. Okay, this is a pretty lengthy par 5. Well done. Here's our second shot on hole number 11. That was good. Taking a look at the elevated green from here. you almost hold that out? All right, not much left here. All right, moving along. Let's see what the scorecard says. And the 12th hole is a par 4. So far, so good for this one. And this one's about 180 yards out. Oh, your approach is heading a little leftward. Oh, crud. That's safe. Okay, let's do this. 13 feet. Okay, you're starting this out to the left. I see what you're doing. And this will be for the double. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. Ooh, this one might be going a bit long. And blunk. And as we set up here with the greens below us, might need a little less club. Nice, pure swing. Great stuff. This one's about 15 feet. Starting this one way to the right. Oof. Well, this has been a bit of a wild one, hasn't it? Hopefully we can get this one to drop, and then we'll be on our way. 14th hole coming up. We got a par 4 for this one. Would you look at the distance on this? And from the long grass. Oh, your approach is heading left. Of course it had to go there, of all places. Lining up for a 9-foot putt here. Good job. Okay, 15th hole is next. This one's a par 5. There we go. Nice contact on that one. And we got about 225 yards to go from here. Well judged on that one. Here we go. Birdie putt. There's a way to bounce back. Birdie on this one after bogeying the last. I like it. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. Look at this. Driving that green. Putting for eagle. I'm just proud of you. This next putt is for the eagle. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. And that's not a bad effort. Just 3 feet left. And that one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm liking that. Okay, the wind's blowing on this one, right to left. Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? And this putt for the birdie. Good work. 5th birdie today. Let's have another one. And now we get to tee it up here on 18. This is a par 5. I think we're heading to the fairway with this one. Okay, setting up around 250 yards or so. This putt for a final score of 80. Oh my, wish I could have given you that one. And ending your round with a par putt. Well done. And with that, I say goodbye. See you next time.